Okay, I have to come out here and just say that I just took my NASM personal training certification and I passed, and I'm so over the moon because you guys, that test was actually so much like it was hard. It was not as easy as I thought. And the reason was it was such random questions. Like, I get it, you can only have 120 questions and then 100 count and 20 are for research, but I was like, where's all the overhead squat assessment questions? Where's all the function and exercise type questions? There was just a lot of things that I think I had like one thing on pronation distortion syndrome and one thing on lower cross syndrome. And it was nutty, but it's done. And I've got my paperwork and I can get to my wait list of clients, and I'm so over the moon. Thanking God right now because He sustained me. I doubted myself, which is not how I typically go through life, and that just reminded me that it's not of my own strength, like I have to always be relying on God in everything that I do. And today is a special anniversary of my daughter Claudia, her being diagnosed with cancer 10 years ago today. And so to be able to complete this on this day is just really overwhelming, because our life was in absolute we were in shock 10 years ago. In this very moment, I was probably driving to the hospital exactly 10 years ago right now, and I told her, a little 4-year-old, that we were going to the hospital hotel. And so the whole story of how this happened and how my test, I bought it last year around Thanksgiving time, the week of Thanksgiving. I don't know if I got a veterans discount or the Black Friday special or what, but one of those. And the very next week, my son had to change his schooling because they didn't hire the tutor that they said that they were going to hire. And so by the time I actually could get that sorted out and get his schooling underway and log into my coursework, the time that I could actually schedule my test had already expired. And I was like, what's happening? I just need to take it once. I don't need to have it like early enough that I could take every test, overconfident me. And they're like, no, you have to like pay a few $100s more. And I just sat on it for a while. I just studied a little bit here and there, but I wasn't really super serious about it, because it's hard to be serious about things when you don't have a deadline. And so anyhow, I started studying more and more, getting really close to needing to schedule that test and needing to coming up on the actual 1-year mark. And so I finally requested the extension, and then they said, no, we can't allow that without more documentation. So I had to go get more documentation. Then they said we need more documentation from a doctor, and so I had to go to the doctor and get a note on behalf of my son and what had happened with the schooling scenario because of his delays and processing and that kind of thing. So I just felt like God's hand was on this all the way through, even though I had to be persistent and patient. And so many times I wanted to just be like, I'll just pay the few $100s and not deal with this. But that wasn't what needed to happen. What needed to happen was that when I could finally log in and schedule my test, today was the first day that I could do it. So it was like in 5 days I could take my test that fit into my schedule. And today was the day, December 18th, that the 10-year anniversary of hearing the news that your daughter has cancer. And this day now, in a lot of ways, already she's healthy, thank God. But in so many ways, this day is just being redeemed even more. And it's just a special gift from God that says, Becky, I see you. Like, I see what you're doing. I see all that you stand for and all that you care about and all that you want to give give to your clients and to your family. You know, I want everyone in my family and all of my friends to be healthy. And there's so much collective wisdom out there. There's so much knowledge, and when people don't put that knowledge into effect, it just makes me sad. I know most of the time I'm very happy and very, you know, perky, as some people might say, but it's because if we can be, then we should be, right? Why wouldn't we want to live well? So there's always a lot of meaning behind what I do, and I just wanted to share this moment with you because this is a huge relief and joy and purpose-filled step in my career. So I'm super thankful to everyone who's been supportive of my wellness career, and I'm just pumped for where we're going to be able to take it, and all the people that are going to be helped and encouraged. And so, Claudia, this is in honor of you. I love you, babe.